I really wanted to talk about something about 999 before I got into its successor of VLR, because this game has amazing fucking characters. Obviously, stop now if you don't want spoilers, but in 999, you play as Junpei, who is one of the only like main characters that I don't just automatically hate, because with a lot of main characters, I feel like so that you as the player can actually make your choices, they just have like no personality. They're just a little cardboard box, which is fine. But Junpei is not that. Junpei, for one, is fucking dumb. This dude's an idiot. He tries to be humorous at the wrong times. He's always mixing up his words. You know, the brain cells aren't there. I get it. I'm like you, Junpei. But he's also funny and snarky and a bit of an asshole. Kind of a lot of an asshole in some ways. And it never feels like he's making a decision that he just straight up would not make, or that he just has no personality to even make decisions with. Second up, fucking June. Oh my god, I love June. The second we meet June, or Akane as her real name is, I was like, this motherfucker is Zero. And guess what? Guess what that motherfucker was? Motherfucking Zero. I knew it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But this creates this fun dichotomy where there's some timey-wimey stuff, whatever. I'm not smart enough to make a video on that. But she is either just a huge bastard and she deserves fucking Junpei, or she's like so sweet and also deserves Junpei because she wants him. They have this entire thing where she's like in his brain. She's in Junpei's brain, and you get this in the DS version. You get the fucking story mode on one screen and the adventure mode on the other. I played the port. I didn't get that. I got really good voice acting. I didn't get the fucking dual screen thing. Whatever. Anyway. So June is in his brain and he thinks that she wants to like fuck him in this elevator. So she knows that he's thinking that they're talking about fucking, but she's talking about is drowning. This leads to the most awkward conversation I think I've ever listened to while on stream. I was just sitting there while they were like basically reading smut. And I thought she was so innocent. She knew the whole fucking time. She knew what was going on in his head. Oh my god, June. You made the whole fucking torture chamber just so that you wouldn't die as a child. But at first I thought it was just so that you could get your boy to stop being oblivious and like give you his coat or something. Anyway, those are like, in as much as 999 has main characters, those are the main characters. But all of the characters are great. We have Santa, who is June's fucking brother, which I knew that he had a sister, and I put together that his sister fucking died. But I didn't put together as June till right at the very end. And he's an asshole too. I think I might just like assholes. I feel like I'm kind of getting the idea that I might like assholes. Anyway, he's a huge asshole. He's like barely wearing anything also, which is like funny as hell. He's honestly kind of prissy about it all. I liked him right up until he held a gun to June's head and I immediately hated him. And then it all was revealed and I liked him again. So my little asshole guy. He put the whole torture chamber together with June, like for June, and you know, I will never fault him for that. Then we have Clover. I was betrayed deeply by Clover. I was like, oh, she's so fucking cute. She's just an adorable little, and then she murdered everyone I loved with an axe. So that kind of sucked. But then she was like, join me. We can leave this fucking murder ship together. And I was like, yeah. And then she murdered me with an axe. And that hurt. So I didn't like Clover for a while. But now I'm back to liking her. You know, she's like a kid, honestly. She fucking, like, went into the murder ship for the second damn time. She's in this, like, murder game. And she kept her cool admirably throughout until, you know, she completely lost it in the whole axe murdering. Again, that kind of sucked. Snake, who is Clover's brother, and my favorite character, is blind, first of all, and I really doubted he was blind for a while. He has a couple lines that are like when we're talking about stained glass, he's like, it's so beautiful, and we're like, hey, what the fuck? And he's like, I can know it's beautiful just by knowing that it's beautiful, which go off, you know? And he fucking is like apparently skilled in martial arts. He tells us he can run faster than us backwards, and I believe him. He uses echolocation to get around. He knows literally like anything. He's like a fucking encyclopedia. This man, the man that you are, Snake. Also, he gets exploded in the first like little bit of the game, except not fucking really. And that's part of what's great about this game is as soon as I found that he was exploded, I was like, there's no way. There's no way they would do that to my boy. And there wasn't. I feel like there's enough in this game to keep you guessing, but not so much that it's just not fun. Like the story is like baby Sherlock Holmes kind of thing. It's the right amount of difficult. Anyway, this is about the characters. This is not about that. Seven. Seven is a lot of people I've talked to's favorite character, and I get why. He's probably, in as much as stories have heroes, he's the hero of the story. Like, he saved the kiddos when they were still kiddos, and he's back to fucking save the girl he couldn't save by pretending to have amnesia, or maybe actually having amnesia. It's kind of unclear, or maybe it's just unclear to me, but he is just fucking awesome, and he knows all this random stuff too. I just like him. There's not much else to say other than I like him. He's like a genuinely good guy. So Lotus is probably, in the main cast, the least fleshed out character. Okay, we're not talking about the Ninth Man. Let me just put that out there. The Ninth Man, I don't give a shit about him. He like tortured kids and then got exploded. That's all we need to say about him. He's weird. Anyway, Lotus. She got them titties out, first of all. Gonna say that. And I liked her a lot more when we were doing her route where she like volunteers for the electric chair. That shows a lot of fucking cojones. Let's go Lotus. And then I liked her a lot less when she got held hostage by Ace. We didn't get to learn much about her twins. We know that she was a programmer, but she's not anymore. We just didn't learn too much about her. So it's hard for me to just like her as much as I like the other characters. But remember how I said some shit about her being held hostage by Ace? Ace is such a fucking funny villain to me. First of all, the reason that he gives for why he did all the like comically evil stuff that he did right at the end, he's like, I just wanted to see their faces because he has prosopagnosia. So here's a little fun fact. I also have prosopagnosia, and I have actually never once in my life thought that I should burn a child alive about it. So there's that. Second of all, his voice actor, at least in the port, which I'm pretty sure the original does not have voice actor. Some of the lines come out so stilted, but it honestly just adds to the comedy of his character. Like, this is a stilted ass man. This is a silly man. This is, oh my god. And it does, I really appreciate the bait and switch that the fucking game gave you with him. Because one of the first things you know about him is that he's willing to sacrifice himself for others. And then you realize it was all a ploy. And that is just evil, like, it's evil done right. I was like, oh, he's like fucking, like a big strong man. Like, I'm into him. He has graying hair and he's ready to sacrifice himself for the youngins. And oh wait, nope, he wants to burn children alive. Anyway, I'm on to VLR now. I'm really hoping that its cast of characters is as endearing as this one. That's all. Bye-bye.